I'm back, and this thing is a little dim, but I'm gonna put some light on it. There we go. There's some light on there. All right, now we got the DDJ S1 by Pioneer itch controller, now operating Serato DJ. As you can see on the MacBook Pro, I got itch in the front, Serato DJ in the back. We're gonna talk about that in a moment. Itch controller, it's a beast. It's in a Odyssey case. You know, that front piece come off somewhere around there. Oh, there's the sign for Odyssey. Now, you got the control platters, pressure sensitive, stop, start, cue, your shift button. This is all your cue pads. You know, if you hold this down in Serato DJ, it turns into your sampler. You got your loop, your loop controls here, needle search, as you can see in the program as I do a needle search there. And of course it gives you a little light indicator there. These are your effects knobs. Also, this is your your EQ for your microphone, not the effects. The effects knob is actually over here. These here are your effects knobs, and this is where you switch it to put it on what you want. Select your music right there. As you can see, as I turn it, you know, you can select what songs you want. Full cue EQs, as you can see, it tells you what it is right there. EQ, lows, mids, highs, masters. So far, you know what it is. Levels, up and down, crossfader, real soft, real buttery. Alright, same thing on the opposite side. And of course, let's not forget this guy here. That's your pitch control. Now, it's been working for me. It's been doing the job. Loved it. It's a big machine, as you can see. SX came out, pretty much shadowed this thing because XS has a standalone mixer component to it. This doesn't. It's just your controllers for controller itch, and now it works with Serato DJ. Doesn't have all the functions. You still have to add a MIDI controller to open up all the functions for Serato DJ. But let's go over here now. Let's go over here. Oh, wait a minute. What do we have here? What do we have here? Light's doing good. What do we have here? We have a SR. DDJ SR, as you can see right here. Right? Again, love 2-channel mixers. Fader, very buttery. You know, you can really get into some stuff here. A little stiff on the up fader, but I like that. Here's your cue points. It lights up blue. I'm fine with that. Your roll works for me. Slicer, you know, it's going to go around and does what it does. And then your sample, right? And I got a few samples in there, but I don't have the audio hooked up. Clicky on the start and stop. Clicky on the cue. And of course, your jog wheel it's aluminum. You know, this is aluminum top. As you touch it, it's pressure sensitive. As you can see on the level here, as I touch it, it stops. As I manipulate it, and you know, I don't have the volume up. Vinyl control, slip mode, effects section. You turn them on, effects is on. You can manipulate these levels like that. As you saw in the S1, it doesn't have this control. It's down this strip. But here, they got full cue EQs and the ever infamous low pass, high pass filter. 4 decks in Serato DJ. This is deck 4 now. Now it's in deck 2. Same thing over here. Deck 3, deck 1. And it has memory, so if I'm playing in deck 1 like this and I pull the fader down and then go into deck 3 and push the fader up, then go back into deck 1, it's still going to play as if the fader is down. So I actually have to bring it down and push it back up to hear audio out of it. Just remember that when you're using this thing here. But this right here, if you're looking for something compact, because you see how big the that S1 is. If you want something compact, the SR is the top of the top here. You know, it gives you a nice short travel on the fader for your chirps, your crabs, your flares, whatever you need to do scratching. Or if you're a traditional fader, you're just going to fade it across, It's not a big railroad. It's not from here to here. It's a nice, smooth transition. And of course, you can still use your up faders by putting this guy in the middle and go up fader nice and easy and real good. Sample volume right here in the middle, not in the way. That's the good thing right here. Doesn't have a sample volume over there. You got to control that in the program. You do have your pitch control, not as long as the the SS, but it does have a pitch control and gives you your key locks and your tempo, which is right there on the side. Pretty decent. Pad effects, that has no pads, so we can't really compare it. The main difference is compact and these pad effects. And of course, that one is pressure sensitive. The S1 is pressure sensitive. This is touch sensitive. Alright, so if I had like a towel or something like this on here, it's not going to recognize me touching it. But put my hand on it, it doesn't recognize your fingerprints. Alright, hands only. Alright, just that finger right there will work. Now, again, we have that button. I know you want to know what it is. Let's get a little closer. That's for all you DJs who don't DJ. That's that sync button. Like, who uses that? And if you want to know how to turn it off, you hit shift and it's off. You know, only people use that is not real DJs. Turntablist is where I'm coming from, but who wants to carry turntables and charge that kind of money to break your back? Not me. But SR, very good machine. The people toes in the video here, we talk about that a little later. But yeah, she holding the light, but you know, we ain't gonna tell you who that is. All right, and this is the back of that. Okay, there's your SR. That's a giraffe. I have no idea how that giraffe got in here. It's been hanging out. Got to do something about that guy. All right, practice, enjoy.